slept really, really well last night. It was pretty cold when I came out of the water. I guess Lake Superior, the average temperature is 4 degrees Celsius and it doesn't go warmer than 10 degrees Celsius. Well, it felt like 4 degrees last night, but it was a nice shock to the system and got me all cozy and warm in my clothes for bed. This morning, we are some mosquito action, man. Wow, they're swarming, and I've got condensation all in my tent. Foot box of my sleeping bag is wet, even though I had everything opened up last night. Just being so close to the water. I guess Bald Head is the highest point on the trail, and I'm hoping there isn't quite as much boulder hopping as yesterday, because I know that yesterday, I think the stretch between Gargantua and Beatty Cove is considered the worst or the hardest part, but it was still beautiful. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how else the trail changes. It's like, how can I put it? Every time, like, so you're in and out of the forest. So you're weaving into the forest, going up and around a cliff, coming down a cliff or whatever, out onto the shore. And every time you come out to the coast, it's different. It's either like these rhyolite rock formations or big pebbles or giant boulders or sand, or like it changes, or shale. It's like walking out onto a different planet every time you come up to the coastline. You don't know what it's gonna be, but no matter what, it's beautiful. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna finish my coffee and start packing up. Let's do this. The early bird gets the face full of spider webs. Whew. Oh, this isn't too bad. Nice and cruisy. Mucky spots, but pretty flat terrain and cruisy. Nice way to start the morning. Oh yeah. And the morning dew has left things a little damp. Hasn't burnt off yet from the sun. These are manageable. Some of the ones yesterday were huge. Made you feel like you were like shrunken or something, and you were in like this like giant boulder field and expected to have these like giants coming after you. All right, I might have a little bit of time on my hands. Oh, this is nice. Looks like a perfect snack spot. All right, looks like we're back to boulder hopping. think wow sums it up. Near Orphan Lake right now. We're just about at Bald Head Mountain. And it is a pebble beach. All the way down. Makes for some easier walking. Well, I just passed the first site for Coldwater North. There should be one more site. For the last little while, I've been able to hear the highway. I believe after the second Coldwater North site, I believe I have to cross the highway to get back on the trail. I think there's 2 points at this that you do that at. So I've been hearing it for a while and I'm getting real close. So that was one thing. So when you start at Gargantua, that is your exit point. The next exit point from there is about 2 days away at Orphan Lake, which we passed this morning. So from here to Agua Bay, there are a few bailout points that have side trails that go to parking lots or to the highway, like Coldwater here. You could get to the highway, Orphan Lake, Catherine's Cove. There's a few other ones as well. So that's where you tend to see it's easier for people who just want to come for the weekend to come hike. But it's good to know at least I'm done the most remote part. So worst case scenario, I could always bail if needed to. You know what? Umbrellas are great for the rain, but they're also great for creating your own shade, especially on these stretches of hot sun. You gotta Mary Poppins it. Oh yeah. I think I could have crossed at the sand dune. The water was moving a little bit fast, but it was really narrow. But decided to take the route around the highway just to be safe. Because sometimes water, even if it's narrow and fast moving, it could be like a sinkhole, and it could be a lot faster or stronger than you think. So when you're alone, it's best to just do it. Just get around it and don't take the risk. So I'm up to the highway. So the next 3 sites should be Coldwater South, today's a much earlier day than yesterday. And oh boy, here we go. Across the bridge. And we're back to the trail. Just got to Coldwater South. I'm checking out the 2 sites to see which one I want. And there's a couple of grouse here. There's a whole family of them in here. I don't know if I can pick that up. Don't worry, I'm not going to eat you. Well, I thought that this site I might be able to get away without having to put rocks on every stake, but I had to put rocks in every stake. My tent is soaked still. Just getting ready to hang up my stuff. My sleeping bag was still damp from this morning. So this site doesn't have a bear box, so that's not a problem. But trying to find a tree that could hold my bear bag that's high enough. If you look up, most of these trees, like either it's just a cluster of small branches, or like these spruces, like they're not strong enough to hold a bear bag. So I found this great big old tree, and I tossed it my first try. But it's the reason why I always have at least 50 feet of bear cord. This is the tallest bear hang I've ever done. See, that's approximately where a bear hang would normally be hanging. Maybe-ish. Opalai. Yeah, I think that'll be good up there. I've got my bear bag hung, my wet clothes still drying, and I think I'm gonna get in to the tent and charge up what I need to charge. Maybe watch a bit of one of my downloaded movies on my phone. Yes, I watch movies in the backcountry at night. I also keep a journal when I'm hiking, a little notebook. I don't journal in real life, but I do when I'm out here. Keep notes of important things, people I meet. But also too, if I go to do a trail again, I have notes about good campsites. I keep track of what gear worked, what gear didn't, what gear to ditch, what I forgot, things like that. But ultimately, it's been a good day. I'm gonna have to get an early night's rest. Try and get up earlier tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big day, possibly bigger than I can handle. And I may need to stealth camp or crash another site, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. All right.